afternoon. Today we're talking in our Bonbon series at the business school. I'm talking to Professor Neels van Heerden. He's from Tshwane University of Technology, and Prof Neels, amongst many other specialities, has dug himself into a very interesting topic which I think has huge potential for growth in not only employment but also can contribute to, in this case we will be talking about the Northwest province. And Neels, thank you very much. We're talking about agritourism. Now first I'm going to ask Neels, what is agritourism, Neels?
Thank you for the opportunity, Christo. Agritourism is where you, let me use a more popular word, you marry the main essentials of agriculture with tourism to establish new markets, new products. You supplement farm income and you also provide economic benefits to rural areas and on farms where laborers, for example, can be upskilled to learn new skills, to handle tourists and to offer tourism opportunities and experiences. So what's very important in any agritourism enterprise is that it must provide unique and authentic farming experiences to tourists.
That's very important, unique and authentic farming. Yeah. So Neels, you've done some research here in the Northwest province. Tell us about some potential or areas that you see that we can use.
The potential that I try to expose is perhaps a harsh word, is that there's very limited information. Agritourism South Africa doesn't even have members in Northwest. But if you look at the agricultural offering in Northwest to the west of the province, I read information that in the area of Stella, very small area, that there are herds, cattle herds that are some of the largest in the world. And that area is regarded as the Texas of South Africa.
Yes.
And if you look at agritourism offering in the United States, Texas state has some of the highest income out of their agritourism on cattle farms. So then in your central part, especially to the south, is one of the bread baskets, and there are two very strategic agricultural crops, which is sunflower and maize, and especially now with the war in Ukraine, where we are not, the globe, the price of sunflower oil has risen by 40-odd%.
Skyrocketed, yeah.
So those two industries are very, very strategic now for South Africa, and we must protect them. But I don't see any agritourism offerings there yet. So that could be exploited. And then in your eastern side, you have the Rustenburg-Brits area, which is regarded as the vegetable garden of Gauteng. So there are opportunities to marry tourism with agriculture, but I don't see evidence at the moment. And then there are also opportunities in terms of medicinal plants. Where are they grown? Where will they do well in Northwest? So that could be exploited. And then there's a new market that's emerging, and that's cannabis.
Yeah, I'm already starting to laugh.
Yes,
already.
Medical cannabis is now sort of legalized in South Africa, but where can it be produced legally? Now Zimbabwe and Uganda and Lesotho, it can be produced legally there. But I think don't over-regulate the industry. But medicinal uses of cannabis is an enormous opportunity where huge additional income can be generated. And then indigenous South African crops. I'm not sure what is grown in the Northwest. I can't find information, but there are fruits, leafy vegetables, and certain herbs, such as the African potato as a vegetable, can be grown in Northwest. But we must grow the potential and reap the benefits of agritourism.
Okay. So Neels, I'm a farmer and I see this video and I think, yes, I always wanted to supplement my income. It's a bit lonely on the farm and whatever. So how should a farmer go about if he wants to develop this? I mean, practically, how do you do this?
The first thing I think you must do is contact Agritourism South Africa. I'm a research consultant for them. It's not a money-making scheme where they can provide advice And then also we will link up because Agritourism South Africa has links with SAI and with Agri SA, and there are other organized agricultural unions and entities that we can work together, and then we would also rope in the government departments. And that's a little bit of a problem, is that we have national departments of tourism, but the provincial departments of tourism might be located in a different type of department. So there's no synchronization. But I think contact Agritourism South Africa first, and then we will knock on the doors of your agricultural unions, organized agriculture.
Yeah. Okay, so there is formal structures already, and you can look at your farm and see what potential are there specifically on this farm that you can use and share. I must just say, when I traveled in the US and so on, I always tried to stay on farms and so on, and it was actually the best experiences, and I sure think we can do it here. Maybe a last word of advice from you?
I think if you have accommodation potential, then you are very close to either cultural or heritage areas, and there are farming enterprises in your area, you are well located. You might have an empty barn, or you could just offer a tree with a view and people can come with their bush campers. And then they can come and experience the rural area, the outdoor lifestyle. So accommodation could be a first, but you don't have to put in a lot of money in terms of accommodation. But link up with your big farming enterprises in your area. And then in every small, the Northwest government talks about growing the small dorpies. And I think that there is huge potential in your smaller towns or in the area surrounding smaller towns to create jobs and to provide more economic benefits around that dorp.
Neil, thank you very much. Thanks for sharing with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you.